What's up, guys? Caps is here, bringing back the playthrough of Wizard City. Now, a few things you gotta know are different is I am no longer a myth character. I have changed into a life character because they are marginally better, and I would much rather play as a life character. So, all I've done is I caught up to where my myth was. I grabbed a mount and a pet and some gear for level 5, and then I moved on to here. So we're just gonna keep going in the quest line like nothing ever happened. Like I've been life the whole time, even though I haven't. But let's do that.
Greetings! Professor Mulinda Wu sent me here to see if the rumors about the fairies are true. The guards won't allow me to go out any further, but they haven't stopped you yet. Would you check for me? Just walk down Unicorn Way and see if you can find any fairies. If they attack, you'd best know how to defend yourself.
Okay, so you heard him. We're gonna go defeat some fairies here. Now I'm gonna do a lot of side quests in this first
Oh, good
place.
gracious. Do you think you could help me, young wizard? Skeletal pirates are looting all the houses on Unicorn Way. They're not so dangerous individually, but in numbers they can't be stopped. Please drive them out.
So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of side quests throughout this first part of Wizard City, so that way I can get some more experience and level up faster. One of my goals is to get level 5 spells before I face Lady Blackhope. That would be a lot easier to actually face her. I mean, it's easy enough, but it would be even easier and quicker to do it when you're level 5. So my mission is to defeat some dark fairies, so I'm going to do that. Join Kimberly Gem here. Hopefully, whatever. Skeletal Pirate. I was hoping for another Dark Fairy, but I also need Skeletal Pirates, so it works out. Man, these battles take forever. That's the worst part about being a low level, is everything takes so long. There's so much walking back and forth, and it's just really boring and not fun at all. Come on, pick your card. Let's go. Come on. I have things to do, Kimberly. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. I hate that so much. When people just sit there and not pick a card for like ages, and they just wait forever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, man. She must be AFK, though. So, yeah. I'm not going to do any PvP as of right now. I've never been a huge fan of PvP. I've never been good at it. It's just not really fun for me. So I might not do it. I might do it if you guys request it. If you don't request it, I mean, if you request it, it's going to be really bad. Like, I will not win a single match or anything like that. Like, I think I've, like, won a single match with, like, the best level 5 PvP gear you can have without having to pay. And I would still lose because I didn't know about the concept of using TC in PvP. So I would just use all the spells that I have and use a starter deck. It was terrible. I'm not good at PvP, or this game in general, really. But I like it, so I play it. And I don't think I'm terrible. There's a lot worse people out there, but I'm not an amazing player. I know a lot of the YouTube channels that do Wizard101 content are mostly PvP wise, or like quests of like pet quests and stuff like that, like school specific things too. So I wanted to do something different. There is a lot of walkthroughs. There is a lot of full game walkthroughs and stuff like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this really. I mean, as of right now I'm doing game walkthrough, but I might stop doing that and switch to something else about this game, or about a different game even. Or I could start doing a co-op, which would be pretty cool, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it or whatever, if I'm going to be able to find anybody or anything or what, but yeah. This Kimberly girl does not like to do anything. I mean, I was thinking about doing PvP. I started an ice character, and I gave him the level 5 PvP gear. I got him out to level 5, and I put on the gear, and I'm still missing parts of the gear set. That'd be really nice. I'm still missing the Ascendant Staff, and I think that's it. Yeah, an Ascendant Staff, which would be extremely useful for PvP, because it gives you the regular pip right off the bat, instead of having to wait an extra round for that pip. That pip could mean life or death, you know? So, but also, I would need to buy a ton of TC, and I don't have a lot of money. Oh, God, we got her again. God damn it. Alright, whatever. But yeah, it would require a lot of money to do PvP, getting all the TC and stuff like that. Oh, my audio jack fell out. This is gonna be bad. Sorry, guys. Okay, so yeah, that's really it. I mean, oh my God, could you be any? Really? Can the game just like lock her out of the match already? I could do it by yourself, though. I mean, just like lock her out so I can do this by myself and I don't have to wait for her. That's a nice feature they added to the game. From beginning of the game to now, they've added so many features to this game. A lot of them are very nice, useful, and really good, but others aren't as good. Um, I do like. I think I don't like is I don't think I like Polaris because level 100 is a nice level cap. I mean, it's like an even level cap. That's like a general level cap that's used around games. But now they made it to 110, so I don't know if it's just me, but I don't like having a level cap being that weird kind of a number. But yeah. I think the first level cap was like level 50. I'm not positive about that, but I think that was the first level cap. Once you beat Dragon's Spire, you're done. But I mean that makes sense because they had one whole like antagonist for the whole game series, and she's dead. Nice job. I'm not gonna heal you now. I hope you die again. But anyways, yeah, it made sense because Malistaire was the main villain in the whole series, and once he died, it was like a huge accomplishment because he's the first antagonist you see. He's the main antagonist through the whole like storyline. And once you get past that, it starts to veer off the like the it starts to get repetitive in a way because it's like now you have a new villain who's um, who's causing trouble in a new world or a new set of worlds, and it just gets kind of confusing sometimes. But then Malistaire comes back, end of Azteca, and he is undying form, not undying, that's Darkmoor. He's just dead, but he's revived in a way. I think, is it undying? I don't know if it's undying back in Azteca. I just revived you and you died again. Are you kidding me? Boy. Oh my God, you suck. Alright. Well, I can't help you now. I helped you once, can't help you again, sorry. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are enjoying these or what, but I'm enjoying making them, so I'm probably going to keep doing it. The bad thing is when I deleted my myth, I had the Life Whirlwind mount on it, and I didn't remember that it was on it. So I kind of lost my Life Whirlwind, and that took me a while to get because I had to farm the Rattlebones dungeons for ages because I didn't want to craft them. So I just farmed them for ages and ages, and I finally got a mount. It was Life Whirlwind, which I didn't have any use for because I never had a life before. So I was just using it on random characters and stuff. I didn't use it much, but that would have been a good chance to. The first when the update for Rattlebones came out, I had no clue what the mounts were. or anything like that. So when I first saw one, I was like amazed because the first one I saw was the death one, so it was really cool. I think the death one's probably my favorite one, besides the ice and the balance ones. Those ones are cool. Um, yeah. And apparently there's like a pet drop you can get for it, is what some of my friends were telling me. I'm not positive on that. I'm pretty sure there isn't. There could be a pet drop. I think it might be like, yeah, I think there is a pet drop from the dungeon. I'm not absolutely positive on it, but I think it's highly likely. Alright, so that's the skeletal pirates and the fairies defeated. Let's go back to Saren and Olivia Dawnwillow. And she's going to give us the flawed opal band, which will be fairly useful for early on if you don't have the good level 5 stuff. But I leveled up here, which is nice and useful. Alright, so I put the wing on. Yeah, I put the wing on. No, I put the ring on, and it gives me some extra
evil
health.
Forces at work here in Wizard City. Some dark element has emerged, despite Ambrose's attempts to keep us safe. Thank you for letting me know. I must alert the others. My friends always tell me I never leave well enough alone, but this time something foul is afoot. I'm sure of it. You can help me get to the bottom of this curse upon Wizard City. Do you know Lady Oriel, the Seraph? She might understand what happened to the fairies. Speak with her in the hedge maze at the end of Unicorn Way.
Alright, so we're going to talk to her at the hedge maze in Unicorn Way. But, okay, I got a hat that I'm going to put on, actually. Oh, the thing just went away. Dang it. Okay, but anyways. So I'm going to put this hat on. It gives me some extra defense to life, which isn't extremely useful. I mean, it's pretty useful around here. Lady Blackhope uses his life. The fairies are life. So the strongest enemies in this game, in this area are life. So that'll be useful, but usually the like gear specific, specific gear perks, like extra resistance to storm if you're storm, extra resistance to ice if you're ice, aren't very, like, they're kind of weird. I feel like in this game you should have a natural resistance to your school. I mean, that makes sense, but like, it's like, I think then things would become too OP. Like, if you were ice and you had, or if you were storm and you had a natural resistance to storm, and you just stacked up your other resistances, you would be almost invincible. So, I think it could be kind of game breaking.
Oh, praise the light. Someone has come at last. Something has been corrupting my fairies. Since you have come in my hour of need, use this in future battles.
And we get the fairy card.
Thank you for
Because-
coming at this dark
Oh,
time.
not yet, not yet.
If you are as brave as you look, I know you will help save my fairies. Please go out to Unicorn Way and defeat some of these evil I know it is a dark task, but it must be done. Take care, wizard.
But anyways, yeah, since we're life, we get the fairy version. Look at that storm damage. Because I'm using my storm pet here. So, I get some extra storm damage for no reason. But, hold on, I gotta cough 1 second, guys. I'm gonna mute my mic. Alright, sorry about that. But yeah, so we're gonna defeat more fairies. Collect some fairy dust here. Now, I don't have all of the areas in Wizard City. I have a majority of them. I have Triton Avenue, Firecat Alley, not Colossus Boulevard, sorry. I have Cyclops Lane is what I meant. And I have Crab Alley. I don't have Colossus. I forgot that one because when I was unlocking all the areas, I just didn't do it. I didn't do Colossus, so I never thought to buy it. I don't do Colossus very often in my playthroughs. I think I only did Colossus on my Storm and on my Ice, I believe. I did Colossus, which was a dumb idea on my Ice because it was extremely difficult on my Ice. But Yeah. So I can't do Colossus. I can do the playthrough up to Triton. I can do it up to the first area of Croc. So when you go in the pyramid and then take a right, your first right, I can go through that area, but I can't go through anywhere else in Crocotopia. So I can play up to that, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I might just play up to Lord Nightshade and then stop this playthrough. So yeah, we're gonna finish. I think we're gonna finish this quest and end it off here. It's running a little bit long here, so I'm gonna just finish getting the dust and then end off there. Unicorn Way has some pretty memories in there for me. Since I've been playing this game since the first update, um, I just really loved this game since the first update. I made it to max level back in Dragonspire, and then um, when the new updates came out, I was amazed because I was like, "Whoa! A new enemy, a new like antagonist, somebody new, plus a new underwater world." It was crazy. I mean, I thought it was one of the coolest things. I always liked the idea of underwater levels and stuff like that. I mean, not in Mario. Fuck that in Mario, dude. Mario underwater levels are not my forte. I hate them. So bad. Well, I swore, so KingsIsle is gonna ban me now. Thanks, KingsIsle. I know it's ridiculous. I mean, if it's your channel and your like in your creations, you should be able to like use whatever language you want to use, not have to conform to what they are. But in a way, it is their game, and they don't want kids hearing that and stuff like that. So it's understandable in a way, but kind of annoying at the same time. Alright, so here we go.
You have returned with the fairy dust. Please give it to me so that I can investigate the reason for their corruption.
Lady Oriole looks visibly shaken.
They have been enchanted by something that is undead. This does not bode well. How has evil become so brazen in this place? These are dark times indeed. I have heard that someone has hung bone cages along the street. I fear these are being used to trap my fairies and corrupt them. Please, you must free the captured fairies from those horrible bone cages before they become corrupted. Go quickly, my friend.
Alright, so actually I'm going to end with the Bone Cages quest, because that one's a nice place to end off and you get the new spell. So, since I'm a life, I'm going to get Fairy spell instead of Pixie. And Fairy, you can heal others, not just yourself, which is really useful when you're using, like when you're going to help some friends, or friends are helping you when they die, and you can heal them and you can heal yourself too at the same time. Not that at the same time, but it's a spell that will work for both. So one more bone cage. So yeah, it's the last bone cage. We're gonna talk to Lady Oriole.
You hear a tiny, joyful voice call your name.
Thank you for helping out the fairies. They did not mean to be evil, but the corruption made them do bad things. Now there is hope again, and the fairies will be able to bring magic and cheer to the people of Wizard City once more. Thank you, Wizard.
So yeah, I even have a new name on here. I changed my name to Alex Sun, which is pretty great.
We
That's the only thing I can
thank
think
you,
of.
Wizard. The freed fairies have already told me of your heroism. Your deeds will be remembered here on Unicorn Way. And to show my appreciation, here is a healing spell. Remember to add it to your deck so it will aid you in your time of need. We must now find out who is behind the corruption. My fairies whispered of a monster whose bones made a clacking sound as it came for them. Saren Nightchant knows Unicorn Way very well. He will know if there is a sinister skeleton that now haunts my street.
Spooky. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna end it off here, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know in the comments below. Give me some feedback on how I'm doing. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. If you didn't, whatever. I mean, it's you, man. I don't know. But, alright. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm Capsis. Peace.